All right, so if you've made it to this video, then I'm hoping you have an idea of the benefits of movement and the three main things we want to consider when we decide to incorporate movement and activity into our day-to-day lifestyle living. And that would include the duration of movement, which I would recommend being the first thing you look at, the categories of movement, and finally, the intensity of movement. So today and in this video, I want to introduce you to a small pro tip and what I call 24-hour balancing. Our 24 hours, which you will see over and over again, related to the circadian rhythm and your sleep cycle, related to your eating habits. These 24 hours are extremely important, and how our body regulates in that time is really vital if you're looking to improve your life's longevity, if you're looking to create lifestyle changes that are sustainable. And even in terms of long-term weight management, a lot of things come down to your 24 hours and what happens in each day. So when you look here, I want you to consider on a day-to-day basis your mental energy expenditure and your physical energy expenditure, because in the body, both of them are going to utilize calories that come from things like carbohydrates as well as fat sources as your main energy source. So if our energy source is the same, and that is going to both mental and physical energy, what we want to make sure is that in a week's time, for example, every 24 hours is ideally balanced. So for example, let's take 24 hours as yesterday. If you had an extremely stressful work day, rather than coming home and trying to use up so much physical energy by running a marathon that night or running or working out extra hard for 4 hours, try instead to do something like yoga or a brisk walk or Tai Chi in that protected amount of time you've given for that day. On the other hand, now let's pretend it's a weekend where mental energy expenditure is very, very low. In that case, physical energy expenditure, let's try to balance this board out by doing more physical activity, like being on your feet and going into the garden and being active, or climbing or hiking, or doing some type of physical movement that will really utilize all of those excess calories that are coming into the body. On the other hand, again, if you are a very active person, or if your job is very active, in that case, your whole day may be spent using physical energy, in which case, when you come back home at the end of the night, try to utilize that time with a funny movie or something relaxing or a warm bath. And that way, on a day-to-day, your physical and mental energy can be balancing each other. In the short period of time, yes, if you expend a ton of excess energy, both mental and physical, yes, you will burn calories. Yes, you may lose weight. But in the long run, your body needs balance. It doesn't want imbalance. And if there is too much imbalance in the direction of even caloric loss, then your body will try to compensate. It might actually retain weight. And we really, really want to avoid that, because when we talk about lifestyle changes, we're talking about sustainable changes. So again, duration is key, and that consistency in movement is key. But what kind of movement you do in a day, even if you had planned out to do extremely intense HIIT workout at the end of a workday, if that workday ends up being very stressful, reconsider that movement for that day and maybe move the HIIT workout to the weekend. So I hope this concept of 24-hour balancing makes sense. It doesn't have to be a perfect must happen every 24 hours, but I do want you to think about it in the long run and the benefit of, on every 24-hour basis, what can I do to keep my energy expenditure balanced? I hope this is helpful, and I'll see you in our next video.